Greetings and namaskara, everyone. This Himalayan Academy Publications presentation is by Satguru Bodhinatha Veylanswami and is entitled The Nature and Worship of Lord Ganesha. The presentation is based on my Guru Sivaya Subramanya Swami's writings about Lord Ganesha in his book, Loving Ganesha, Hinduism's Endearing Elephant-Faced God. Lord Ganesha is referred to by many different names. Some of the most frequently used are Ganapati, Vinayaka, Vigneshvara, Gajanana, Ekadanta, Pilayar, and Lambodara. Though some Hindus consider him to be the Supreme Being, which is the viewpoint of the denomination called Ganapatyam, most consider him to be part of Saivism. However, regardless of one's philosophical viewpoint, all Hindus venerate Ganesha. In fact, Ganesha is the most widely worshipped god in the Hindu pantheon, as he is traditionally worshipped at the beginning of all rites and ceremonies. In Saivism, Ganesha is the older son of Lord Shiva. The younger son, of course, is Lord Skanda. Ganesha's most distinctive feature is his elephant head. Ganesha's vahana, vehicle, is a mouse called Mushika, and attests to his all-pervasiveness. Mushika carries him into the mind's every nook and cranny. Lord Ganesha is the leader of the Ganas, who are Shiva's attendants or Devanic helpers. As Lord of Obstacles, Vigneshvara, Ganesha wields the noose and the goad, icons of his benevolent power of preventing or permitting events to happen in our life. Often this function of Lord Ganesha is misunderstood, and the devotees focus on Ganesha's ability to remove obstacles. However, a useful insight into this function of Ganesha is to think of a mother caring for a young child. The mother is the child's lord of obstacles. Her major focus is to prevent the child from hurting himself or herself by placing obstacles in the child's way. She places barriers to prevent him from falling down the stairs, covers over electrical outlets, sharp objects in drawers that are too high to reach, and much more. The idea is that Ganesha acts the same way with devotees, blocking their efforts to pursue an activity that will ultimately not be beneficial. Thus, in working with Lord Ganesha as the Lord of Obstacles, be prepared for him to block those endeavors that are ill-conceived, as well as remove obstacles for endeavors that will be beneficial. Also, before we petition him, he expects us to use all of our faculties to arrive at the decision he would have made. Exert your full efforts, and Ganesha will supplement them to help you be as successful as your karma and dharma allows. In Scripture, Ganesha is sometimes identified with the Rig Vedic god Brihaspati in the Rig Veda verse 2:23:1. Om Gananan Twa Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavin Kavina Mupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrunvan Nutibisida Sadhanam. A reference in a second Vedic verse is also sometimes identified with him, which is in the Taittiriya Aranyaka, where there is a reference to Dantim, tusker, which is a word that occurs in the Gayatri, sacred to Ganapati. Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Let that tusker illumine our thoughts. Reference to Lord Ganesha is found in some of the older Puranas, and 2 later Puranas, the Ganesha and Mudgala, are exclusively dedicated to Ganesha and contain extensive information on the mythology, cosmogony, genealogy, metaphors, yoga, theology, and philosophy relating to him. In Tamil literature, the 2,200-year-old scripture Tirumandaram begins with this invocation to Lord Vinayaka. 5-armed is he, elephant face, with tusk protruding, crescent-shaped, son of Shiva, wisdom's flower, in heart enshrined, his feet I praise. Hinduism is not the only religion in which Lord Ganesha is found. As would seem quite natural, he is also found in the Buddhist religion. The followers of Vajrayana Shaka of the Mahayana sect of Buddhism are of the view that a spiritual aspirant cannot obtain siddhi, success, without the help of Ganesha. An image of Ganesha is placed along with that of the Buddha in the Vajrayana Buddhist families, particularly in Nepal and Tibet. In the Shingon and Tendai schools of Japanese Buddhism, Ganesha is called Kangitan and is considered the patron deity of bliss and removal of obstacles. Some of his other names, such as Vinayaka and Ganapataye, are similar to his Hindu names. Turning to another aspect of Lord Ganesha, Hindu icons in our temples all have mystical symbolism. A common symbolism is to depict the god as male and the god's energy or Shakti as his spouse. God is everywhere seen as the beloved divine couple. Philosophically, however, the caution is always made that God and God's energy are one, and the metaphor of the inseparable divine couple serves only to illustrate this oneness. An analogy that focuses on the energy aspect of Shakti is to think. The deity, in this case Lord Ganesha, is the fire. Shakti is the heat of that fire. In the case of Lord Ganesha, his consorts are Buddhi and Siddhi. The former refers to wisdom or sagacity, the intelligent and discriminating use of knowledge. The latter symbolizes success and fulfillment. The depiction of Ganesha with 2 consorts is common in North India. In the south, he is regarded as a celibate. In Loving Ganesha, Gurudeva detailed the following spiritual practice that you can use to contact the Lord of Obstacles. Wherever his devotees are, in the home, the factories, the offices, the hospitals, the marketplace, orbiting in space or tilling the soil on the farm, Lord Ganesha is ever there. Intimate access is acquired by simply loving Ganesha and holding his robust image in your mind. Carefully visualize the large head and ears, his long trunk, massive body, big belly, and the objects he holds in his many hands. Look into Ganesha's eyes. Train yourself to see him within your own mind with your eyes closed. This is the key. Hold his form steady in your mind through the power of visualization. Now you can talk to him. Pronounce the words mentally into his ear. He is listening, though he will never speak back, but take into his vast mind your prayer and slowly work it out. You must simply speak all of your questions and your problems into his right ear. When you are finished, open your eyes. Go on with your day and go on with your life. Wherever you are, remember this simple way of making contact with Lord Ganesha, and as a good seeker, exercise this psychic power, this siddhi. Starting today and in the days to come, you will notice how he answers questions and solves problems for you through the course of your daily life. You will notice how he influences events and decisions slowly and subtly in unseen ways. Situations will change for you, unexpected doors will open, and accustomed ones will close as you are propelled through his grace towards your inevitable glorious future. Read and reread the above formula for immediate access to Lord Ganesha until it is firmly implanted in your subconscious memory patterns. And then begin to make contact with him often through each day, wherever you are and whatever you are doing. An important function of Lord Ganesha relates to the chakras within man. Metaphysically, chakras are any of the nerve plexuses or centers of force and consciousness located within the inner bodies of man. In the physical body, there are corresponding nerve plexuses, ganglia, and glands. The 7 principal chakras can be seen psychically as colorful, multi-petaled wheels or lotuses. They are situated along the spinal cord from the base to the cranial chamber. Additionally, 7 chakras, barely visible, exist below the spine. They are seats of instinctive consciousness. They constitute the lower or hellish world called Naraka or Patala. Thus there are 14 major chakras in all. Our great god Ganesha sits contentedly upon the Muladhara chakra, which is the first of the principal chakras, and is located at the base of the spine. This chakra controls the forces of memory within every creature. Worship of him strengthens your memory, builds character, and brings knowledge from the within. It also protects you from the lower forces which reside in the chakras below the Muladhara. These darker chakras govern fear, anger, jealousy, and the confused thinking centered around self-preservation. Men and women of wisdom will work diligently to close off these lower chakras and the negative karmas they can unleash. By worship of Lord Ganesha, seated upon the Muladhara chakra, you can slowly seal off these lower states of mind and keep awareness lifted above the animal instincts. As Gurudeva stated, it is none other than Lord Ganesha and his mighty band of ganas who gently help souls out of the Naraka abyss and adjust them into higher consciousness after due penance has been paid, guiding them on the right path toward dharmic destiny. In our next section, we present the major festivals that honor Lord Ganesha. Some are celebrated in the temple, and others primarily in the home and village. Ganesha Chaturthi, also known as Vinayaka Chaturthi, is a joyous celebration of Ganesha's birthday. One of the great national festivals of India and the foremost annual festival to Ganesha, it is celebrated on the Chaturthi, or 4th day, after the new moon in August-September. We decorate the temple and home shrine with banana leaves, sugarcane, and strings of mango leaves, making it look like a small forest. We bring baskets of fruits and sweets, especially modaka balls, and place them before the sanctum of Lord Ganesha. He receives special pujas throughout the day and often a festival parade. This is a day for rejoicing and for seeking the blessings of the Lord of Obstacles to bring wealth and success into our life. Special Ganesha pujas of a much smaller scale are done in temples on the other 11 months of the year, on Ganesha's monthly holy day of Chaturthi. Ganesha Visarjana, a Sanskrit word meaning departure, names the Ganesha Chaturthi immersion ceremony. Especially in Maharashtra state, it takes place 10 days after Ganesha Chaturthi. though in some areas Visarjana is done on the Chaturthi day itself, and in others it is done the day after Chaturthi. It is a ceremony of fond farewell to a beloved god. On Chaturthi day we celebrate Ganesha's birthday and then honor him as our beloved guest for 10 days. Then on the 10th day, called Chaturdashi, we bid him fond farewell at the ocean shore or banks of a river or babbling brook of love, and watch him float off on the conveyance we have prepared for him until he finally disappears from sight into the waters. We honor his departure with a grand parade as we carry him on a palanquin bedecked with flowers and accompanied by puja, music, dancing, and celebration. Clay images of Ganesha specifically prepared for the event are ceremoniously dissolved in the ocean or other body of water at this time by devotees all over the world, signifying Ganesha's withdrawal into all-pervasive consciousness. Vinayaka Vratam is a 21-day festival honoring Lord Ganesha, beginning on the full moon day in the month of November-December. During these days, Vinayaka Puranam, or stories, are recited in the temples and special pujas are conducted. Many devotees observe the vrata, vow, of attending daily puja at a Ganesha temple and taking only one meal a day in the evening. This multi-day vrata can generate an intensity of worship that brings us much closer to Lord Ganesha than does a one-day observance. Holi Pillayar is a month-long home religious festival held in honor of Lord Ganesha. For untold thousands of years, winter festivities and ceremonies have been held in his honor. During the Tamil month of Holi, from mid-December to mid-January, we worship Lord Pillayar, the noble child, with special devotion, prayers, and japa of his names. This month is the most spiritual time of the year, and we meditate diligently, especially between 4 and 6 in the morning. Traditionally, all worship, prayer, and spiritual disciplines or sadhanas are commenced during the month of Holi, and the home is cleaned each day. The last festival, which is Panchaganapati, requires some explanation to introduce it. Satguru Bodhinatha Veylanswami offers a profound insight into Lord Ganesha that describes him as having 5 powers. He explains, "Come, now let us turn our hearts and minds to the 5 powers of Lord Ganesha. Devotees have asked for elucidation of the 5 profound ways this great God functions in helping us from the inner worlds. For many Hindus in both the East and the West, it is this understanding of the 5 powerful positive powers, or Shaktis, of Lord Ganesha and their 5 powerful asuric counterforces that makes religion a working part of the devotee's life and a stabilizing force within the extended family, which embraces kindred, friends, community elders, and close business associates. This knowledge and practical experience has helped them understand just how intimately Lord Ganesha works with each of us every day and even our mundane life. There are 5 great Shaktis of Lord Ganesha, as he himself explained. Their positive vibratory rays can be felt through your astral and physical body and should always be with you. What is this Shakti? You may be wondering. It is being in the presence of divinity. All holy men and women emanate all of these Shaktis, and you can too, some stronger than others. Shakti is divine radiation from the 3rd world through the 2nd world into the 1st. The astral body is in the 2nd world and lives inside the physical body. It is through the astral body that Shakti is felt. The Shakti comes from the 3rd world and permeates the astral body in the 2nd world. This is why the physical body sometimes seems to be filled up with Shakti from deep within, permeating out to the inside of our skin. Deeply awakened souls become so filled with the Shakti of the divine that it permeates as cosmic rays out through the skin to the perimeter of the aura, the colorful film of light that surrounds the body. It is felt by other people and attributed as a personal darshana. Thus it can be said that Lord Ganesha has 5 aspects to his presence. Feeling the presence of the benevolent and beneficent deity Ganesha, everywhere is the exemplary example of what each soul wishes to attain. His 5 powers could well be called the feet of the Lord, for it is at these feet that we sit and worship, bringing harmony to our home, among our relatives and friends and business associates, bringing culture, creativity, and religion into our life. Crowned by a heartfelt love of God that we then give forth, we are then allowed to perform charities and, in the overflowing abundance, prepare the religious edifices for the next generation. Experiencing this personally will take daily meditation. Pancha Ganapati is a modern festival of the 5-faced, Pancha means 5, Ganesha, held in Hindu homes from December 21 through 25. Pancha Ganapati is a Hindu expression of this natural season of worship, gift-giving, and celebration. A festive shrine is created especially for the 5-day event in the main living room of the home. Each day sweets, fruits, and incense are offered to Pancha Ganapati, ideally prepared and presented by the children. Puja is performed and hymns and bhajanas are sung in his praise. On each day, the family focuses on one of Ganesha's 5 Shaktis through discussion, gift-giving, apology, and appreciation. On day 1, we draw forth Ganesha's first Shakti, yellow in color, to create a vibration of love and harmony among immediate family members. On day 2, we draw forth Ganesha's second Shakti, sapphire blue in color, to establish a vibration of love and harmony among neighbors, relatives, and close friends. On day 3, we strive to create love and harmony among business associates, the casual merchant, and the public at large, which is the third Shakti, ruby red in color. On day 4, we draw forth the fourth Shakti, emerald green in color, which is the vibration of joy and harmony that comes from music, art, drama, and the dance. On day 5, we focus on the fifth Shakti, orange in color, and strive to bring forth the special rewards and fulfillments that only religion brings into our life. We focus this day on our connection with Ganesha, the Lord of Dharma, by holding 5 special pujas for him through the day. My last topic is about the personal experience of Lord Ganesha and begins with the concept of faith. Faith is central to all the world's religions. Webster's dictionary defines religious faith as unquestioning belief in God and the religious tenets that does not require proof or evidence. The Hindu view of faith is somewhat different. It is more than hope, more than belief. This is because in Hinduism, faith is not a static state. Rather, it is constantly deepening through personal experience and spiritual growth. The spiritual truths of Sanatana Dharma, initially accepted without proof, are ultimately proved through personal experience. In this regard, many of the great saints and sages of Hinduism have had visions of Lord Ganesha and shared them with their devotees, thus strengthening the devotees' faith and understanding of these divine beings. In ancient times, Avayar, a Tamil mystic who had visions of Ganesha, shared her experiences in devotional poetry. In Vinayaga Ahaval she wrote, Desiring to make me yours this instant, you, like a mother, have appeared before me and cut the delusion of unending births. In modern times, Gurudeva shared his mystical perspectives and experiences of Ganesha in Loving Ganesha. There are a great many liberal Hindus and/or Western-influenced Hindus who don't think of Ganesha as a real being. To them, he is a symbol, a superstition, a way of explaining philosophy to children and the uneducated. But this has not been my experience of our loving Lord. I have seen him with my own eye. He has come to me in visions several times and convinced my lower mind of his reality. Though few have had such visions, in the year 1995, hundreds of thousands of Hindus experienced firsthand the widely publicized milk miracle in temples around the world. Watching as devotees offered milk to the murtis of Lord Ganapati, who actually drank the milk as world media and cameras recorded the remarkable happening. This surely increased many people's faith in the reality of Lord Ganesha and the other gods as well. In conclusion, there is a Tamil saying, Ganapati Tunai, Ganesha is my support, which conveys the idea that Lord Ganesha looks after us and influences everything in our life for the better. You can develop a close relationship with Lord Ganesha in which he feels like a good friend if you take the time to get to know him through Bhakti Yoga, the practice of devotional disciplines, worship, prayer, chanting, and singing, with the aim of awakening love in the heart and opening yourself to the deity's grace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.